Today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought.
Heyo, what's going on? Welcome
Geez.
to the Crime and Culture live show here on a Friday. It's 3:30 p.m. on the East Coast. I'm Tim, here with Lance. What's up, Lance?
Oh my God. The last half hour, 45 minutes has been a very frustrating time in my life.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Hi, Scott. As we know, I like your shirt, Scott. That's fantastic. Show the folks your shirt. Great.
That's a
great,
you. Great. That's a picture of you.
Yeah, this was a Halloween party like probably 10 years ago or 12 years ago or something, and I was wearing a Budweiser half shirt. And obviously
as
sexy
one typically
all hell.
does. Yeah, yep.
Well, welcome to the airwaves, Scott. I want to hear about Lance's the last half hour. Let our audience know who you are and what we're talking about here today. Scott, we're old friends, all three of us, old friends going back like 20, 25 years or whatever it is. And you join us on these shows occasionally, sometimes on our Patreon airwaves, which we have an infamous series called Our Weird Friend Scott. I think there's 6 episodes. Those who have heard it will never forget it. That's a promise.
Stays with you, right?
But in the past year or two, we've had you on our old Get Vocal live shows. We've done some This or That, which is a fun game that you've created, which is basically a pop culture bracket kind of game. And we want to do this frequently, at least once a month with you, kind of have you on here, maybe on Friday afternoons even. Shoot the shit. Let's get crazy. Welcome to the show, Scott.
Well, thanks. Thanks for having me. Yeah, it's been so long since we've done this. I'm glad we're back in action here. The team's, back together. I've been looking forward to this all day. And something weird happened to me this morning, too. So I'd like to hear what Lance says, but maybe I could top it. Because that's what I want to do, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you can try to. This isn't anything weird. It just fucking sucks.
Okay.
We're getting 23 goddamn inches of snow tomorrow. I was all excited to make stew and periodically go out and operate the snowblower and just be in the elements and kind of have fun with it and be snowed in. And the goddamn snowblower is broken. Do you know what this means? There's no snowblower. I have no way to clear the snow except the shovel, and the driveway is not short. It's not, this is a back-breaking thing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to probably be laid up for like 3 days afterwards, 3 to 4 days afterwards, guaranteed.
Well, I thought you wanted to stay inside and cook a lot of stew, though.
No. Yeah, you cook some stew, you maybe have a Guinness, and then you go out and you shovel. Well, I was going to snow blow. I was going to have a nice time outside snow blowing and then come back in. Stew, you can just literally have it stew, Scott. You just let it sit there in the Dutch oven.
Well, don't be gross.
You know what I'm doing now? I'm trying to find the one effing snowblower that's for sale anywhere.
I got a solution. So you go outside at the end of your driveway, and when the guys come around with the plow trucks, like the guys that just kind of, not the city, but like the guys that are going around plowing, you just kind of wave them down and say, hey, can you just plow my driveway real quick? Give them like $20. You're good to go.
That's actually not a bad. That's not a bad idea. And I will say that maybe a plow has crossed my mind, but my frustration comes from the fact that I wanted to be out there. I wanted to be out there. I wanted to tackle the snow myself. First big storm here. I'm not going to get that.
You wanted to become a man.
I wanted to grow hair on my chest.
Well, if you couldn't tell, we're getting a bunch of snow this weekend, and everyone's gonna be snowed in here in the Northeast on Saturday. Scott is in Oregon. Any snow out there?
I'm sweating. It's the sun's kind of blinding me right now, actually coming in from my window. It's glaring off the bare ground right now, and it's kind of causing a little disturbance, but
yeah, Oregon Because
Yeah.
Oregon is known for its heat and
Yeah,
sunshine.
it's tropical environment.
No, it's actually really nice today. It's in the 50s, I think. But um, yeah, no, it's I actually have my pants off now, so pretty warm.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I haven't
Now-
had pants on all day.
I like your cardigan, by the way, Lance. It's a nice cardigan.
Is it a cardigan?
I don't know. I just wanted to say the word. I was hoping
Oh.
it was.
I don't know. It's a sweater
Oh.
with buttons.
So,
I'm not in the mood.
Scott Free, welcome
For
to
your
the
lip.
airwaves. Can we hear a little bit about your game, This or That?
Well, actually, yeah, This or That is kind of trending in pop culture right now. It's been trending for, it was actually on Jeopardy the other night under the pop culture category. They asked which game was created in 2019. And, you guys know the rest of the story. So, yeah, we got a nice little bracket here today. Good to go. I hope it's a good one. I kind of came up with it mostly spur of the moment. Like I said, I kind of had a kind of a weird morning. Do we have time?
Yeah, we have time.
About a half
I
hour
got
or
plenty
so?
of time. All the snowblowers are now flying off the shelves, but please tell us your story, Scott.
Well, did you really put all your hopes in technology to come through, Lance?
Technology. It's a snowblower.
Exactly. So this is what happened. I went to a new dentist today. Okay. New dentist this morning, and I'm all excited. The hygienist was wonderful. Getting a great cleaning, good conversation. I was, learning some new things, and teaching her some stuff about dental work. And I do a lot of research and stuff. I'm kind of an amateur hygienist, and so everything was going great. What?
Did you say hygienist?
Yeah, I just
Yes.
added a T in there.
Nice.
I added a T in there. So things are going wonderful. Okay. And I mentioned how in about a week, I'm going to get my mercury fillings removed from a different dentist. Okay.
I feel like that's a loaded statement. You have mercury fillings?
Yeah. The silver fillings. Don't you guys have them?
No. Okay.
You don't have silver fillings? Anyone?
Maybe.
Yeah.
No,
Well, all you got to do is
I don't
open
know
your
about
mouth and
mercury.
see.
Yeah.
Well, so anyways, so do some research, make your own decisions if you do have them. Anyways, I've decided I need to get rid of them. So I told them, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to this other dentist to get rid of them. And so the hygienist is like, oh, cool. I know some people do that, whatever. So then the dentist comes in at the end. You know how the big dentist comes in at the end and shows up for a few minutes and goes, yeah, everything's fine. So she comes in and she goes, yeah, I heard you're getting your mercury fillings out. I said, oh, yeah, in about a week or so. This other guy's doing that. She goes, well, yeah, I feel like you should just have one home for everything. And I said, what? I said, so what are you talking about? She goes, yeah, well, we don't do that here. And I said, well, yeah, that's, I know you guys don't do it here. I'm going to go to this other dentist. She goes, well, it's not really backed by science. I was like, what?
What's not backed by science?
I guess getting your mercury fillings out, according to this new science god that I encountered today, the new, whatever she is, she thinks she's the new Dr. Fauci or something. She says, topical, I'm going to get rid of, we don't do that here. It's not backed by science. So I said, so you don't want me as like a patient here anymore? And this is my first visit. Like, this is my new patient thing. And she was like, yeah, you should just probably go somewhere else. I'm like, what?
Wow.
I just got dropped hard. And
wow. She was clearly trying to feel out how fringy you are. And,
Yeah.
I think your fringe meter was off the charts today.
And I was actually being super nice today. I was in a great mood. Like, I was, looking forward to this, and I was being, really nice. And trust me, I would admit if I was being a jerk or something. And,
You in a great mood though might come
know.
across as kind of fringy.
Yeah. I
What's
didn't say
fringy
you were
mean?
being a jerk. I said
Yeah.
you were appearing fringy to this person.
I don't know what
potentially.
fringy means. What does fringy mean? Am I like in cyberpunk or something?
Oh, well,
I
like,
mean, yeah,
were you wearing
everything
that
that's
shirt?
happening right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything you're doing right now.
Your life.
No, I first of all, I didn't say anything to her. The hygienist
I
must
could
have
be
told
buying
her.
a snowblower right now. Why am I talking to you about your dentist, your stupid dentist?
Wow. Who
Anyway,
fired you?
so yeah, do we have a chat room here? Can we chat with? Is there a chat room going on?
Yeah,
There is. Yep.
If anybody can send me a link to a snowblower for sale somewhere within like a 30-mile radius of me.
That's in Scott's wheelhouse. I feel like he can hop on Craigslist and get that done for you, like in
I could sell
half
one.
hour.
I could sell one. I'm good at selling on Craigslist, not buying. How do I look at the chat room here? I can't see. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, if you go to youtube.com/crawlspace, you will get the live video. You can click on it. There will be some text, some words. I don't see many people in the chat yet, but there are people watching.
Okay. Maybe
So we'll get some
this or that.
participation. Sorry?
Maybe once we get the game going, they'll participate a little bit here.
Okay. I don't think chatting in the Zoom chat goes anywhere but to us.
Oh. Well. Okay.
Yeah,
So
but if you put it into
people
youtube.com/crawlspace, that's the best way to interact via chat. So Scott, tell us tell us what this bracket you've got today is.
Well, first of all, are people going to be able to participate? Are we going to be able to see what they choose at all?
Look, dude, it's
Probably
a midday show. You know, what are we going to do? I don't know. It's a live show. Fuck it. We'll do it live. We're doing it live.
Tucker Carlson wanted me to be on his show today, and I declined him because I said, hey, I got a Crawlspace show to do. They're my friends. I got to do it.
Please never compare us to Tucker Carlson.
Or even in the same sentence.
Yeah.
I just want to
mention that person.
I want to point out how adorable it is that Scott actually chatted in the Zoom chat, which only Tim and I can see.
Yes.
That is adorable.
I didn't know. I thought it was for the world to see.
Well, Scott says, hey, everyone.
The world could see that. The world could see that right there.
That is great. All right.
My Michael Jordan jacket. Tim, can you sell that for me?
Maybe.
Okay.
All right. So let's get to this or that, Scott.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. You guys ready for this category?
Yeah.
What movie is most likely to become real life within the next 3 years?
Wow, this is a great category.
That is a great category.
Notice I said 3 years, not 1 year, 3 years.
3 years. What movie is most likely to happen in real life in the next 3 years?
That's right. That's right.
Okay. All right. This is great. And the way this is going to be played is it's a bracket, much like your March Madness bracket. You go head to head. The winner moves on to the next round. Play someone else.
Okay.
All right. What's the first matchup? This is exciting.
Okay. Waterworld.
I'm laughing because I knew it would be Waterworld.
Big blockbuster hit, by the way. Or Independence Day.
Whew. Okay, what's more likely to happen in the real world in the next 3 years? The plot of Waterworld, in which water sort of overtakes the land, and there's like pirates on the sea, and Kevin Costner drinks his own pee.
Mad Max on the ocean.
On the high seas, right?
On the high seas, yes. Or Independence Day, where aliens invade.
Aliens invade.
An easy one for me, guys.
Enemies, right?
Now remember, there's climate change. Glaciers are melting.
Is that true?
Yeah, we're also running.
I thought you didn't believe in science, Scott.
I don't. It's just trendy to say that. It's trendy to say that. So.
Okay. What's your answer, Lance?
Waterworld.
Yeah,
No,
I-
my bad. I meant to say Independence Day. I was going to say Water World is the least likely scenario for me, because we are running out of the world's running out of water. The Earth is running out of its water, and in the next 3 years, I'd probably I would lean towards seeing aliens, at least seeing aliens, however they attack us.
Yeah, it's the attack aspect of it that makes me really unsure. I think they might even already be here. I don't know. We're at war. I think there's a chance we do see them at some point or learn of them at some point, maybe even in the next 3 years. Them attacking us so like head on, like it happened on Independence Day, is not likely in my head. But you make good points about the water supply running out. I'll go Independence Day, I guess.
Okay, well, Tim, I do have to say something there. A little offended, by the way. You kind of grouped aliens all into one category, very stereotype, very generalization, when there can be different species, different races, or whatever you want to call it, of aliens. So now there may be some good aliens and some bad aliens or different individuals. So I could see that scenario happening. Maybe not within the next 3 years, though. Water world, things are, they're saying the coastlines are rising, but 3 years might be a little too soon. I'm going to say Independence Day on that one, more likely to happen next 3 years.
Okay, we're all in agreement there. Close one, though.
Yeah, close one. I'm going to give a shout out to Susan. Shout out Susan, who is sending me links for snowblowers that are for sale in my area.
Oh, that's so nice of her. Thank you, Susan. Shout out Susan.
Looks like, okay. Yeah. Shout out Susan. All right. What's next, Scott?
Lance, it's just going to be a lot cheaper to wave one of those people down to just have them do your driveway.
What about getting a mini plow and attaching that to the front of your car or
of my Mini Cooper? I've been thinking about just tying on some shovels.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good backup plan.
Why don't you just hire a bunch of teenagers to shovel it? Do kids do that anymore? They just stay and play video games. Yeah.
No, they're making money. They're hustling. They're buying and selling NFTs.
Yeah, they're YouTube influencers now. Not like in our day.
Yeah, looks like we got a snowblower, guys. We can move on. All right.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well done.
I think the lady is going to purchase, and then we'll pick it up after the show. So let's do this.
Okay.
Shout out Susan. Okay. Saves the day.
Okay, here we go. Red Dawn.
Ooh, I like it.
Or Broken Arrow.
What's Broken Arrow? Broken Arrow with John Travolta and Christian
Slater.
Yeah. John Travolta, I believe, stole a nuclear warhead and was
on a train, right?
To detonate it. There was definitely a scene on a train.
Mm-hmm.
So it was basically like a domestic terrorism incident. Involving a nuclear warhead.
Whereas Red Dawn, you have the Russians and Cubans invading America. And then, of course, Patrick Swayze saves the day.
Well, we know that's not going to happen this time.
Oh,
sorry.
But so,
R.I.P.
But look what's happening. Red Dawn or Broken Arrow? That's a tough one there.
I think I'm going Broken Arrow.
I mean, again, I think it's neither. Neither is my official answer, but I'll go Broken Arrow as well, as far as more likely.
So more domestic terrorism as opposed to international infiltration on the terms of like Red Dawn.
I think so. I mean, Russia, decent candidate, right? I guess if we're going to be invaded, but maybe not really. Like they're going to invade us like via like they wouldn't have a chance. Like no one could really, I feel like, invade America at this point. Maybe I shouldn't speak so freely about that, but just based on the borders and the water surrounding the country, it just seems unlikely that would be invaded unless you're talking about Alaska.
Or what if they're already here?
Exactly. You could have sleeper cells that have been here for years, and then all you need is a couple of quick attacks. But
that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened in Red Dawn.
Oh man.
Oh, it was an espionage. I've now not seen it. You made it sound like it was like troops invading.
No, I believe they did have some sleeper cells in here, and then when they got in, like they kind of it made it easier for them to the movie picks up when they actually invade, but I think there were sleeper cells which paved the way.
Shit. Well, I might have to go with Red Dawn then. Yeah.
This is a tough one.
Well, I'll go with Red Dawn then. I'm changing my mind.
I'm going to go Broken Arrow on this one because I feel like there could be a lot of domestic things. I feel like if the Russians are going to, it might be more of like a cyber attack type thing or something like that. I don't think it's going to be kind of how it played out in Red Dawn. So I'm going to go Broken Arrow.
Okay. All right. Broken Arrow moves on to the next round.
What was Lance's pick on that one?
Broken Arrow.
Oh, okay.
Another
solid point though with the cyber terrorism, because I feel like it's all about attacking the financial system. It's all about attacking the information flow and less about person to person.
Right. And the grid. Right. The grid.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Blade Runner or Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So this is good because it doesn't have the Independence Day like attack mode like Tim talked about earlier, but it's more Close Encounters of the Third Kind, maybe a little more peaceful interaction.
And you're saying Blade Runner, so in 3 years we would be living in a world with replicants and
that attack.
And
you can't tell the difference. Yeah, like robots so definitely not Blade Runner.
Yeah.
You think 3 years is too soon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Although we do have, Facebook is introducing Meta. Everyone's going to have their own avatar. Who knows what's going to happen after that?
And Elon Musk is coming up with new ideas every day. So
3 years is a little bit tight, though.
Yeah. As good as the technology is now, and I think we've seen some of the like incredible technology on Christopher Gaetano's Strange World, that was like a robot that was very lifelike, but real far way to go to get to Rutger Hauer.
Whew. Well, it goes without saying either way. God, though. I'm thinking about all the stuff that Boston Dynamics comes up with, those dogs that they make and those human like emotion robots that are out there now. But to have them rebel,
yeah, it's just a lot in 3 short years.
In 3 years,
I think I'm gonna go with Close Encounters.
Okay.
Me too. Yeah. 3 years, maybe a little longer time frame, maybe. But then again, longer time frame, Close Encounters. Again, I think Close Encounters is going to precede that probably no matter what.
Easy one for me.
Okay. RoboCop or Toy Soldiers?
So definitely Toy Soldiers. This is the exact same argument as the last one. RoboCop is, of course, a robot that is a police officer, and he kills people in Detroit in the 80s versus Toy Soldiers, which is terrorism.
He doesn't kill people. He
protects and serves.
He maintains justice.
That's true. But he definitely kills people too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Ultra violent part. Movie.
Yeah. Great part when his hand gets blown off. My God. I remember like freeze framing that just because it was like just the shot was so cool.
Yep.
Oh my God. Toy Soldiers, you have international terrorists taking over a
boarding school.
Prep school.
With Tom Cruise and Sean.
No. That's the other one. That's Taps.
Oh,
I know.
You're talking the one with Will Wheaton.
Sean Astin.
Astin, that's right.
Yes.
I like this one. This was a good one. Yeah. Definitely Toy Soldiers.
I'm definitely going RoboCop.
You have to see, what is the point of them doing that, though? What was like the point of them taking over a prep school? It wasn't like you're taking over the White House or something. Why are they taking over a prep? Oh, I think it was a hostage. It was a hostage scenario.
Yeah, there was some. You're right. There was some
ransom
angle. Right, it was like the son or something of a terrorist or something like that. You're right.
Yeah, he's like the son of a politician or something like that.
Can I point out what should be a flaw to this game, but is like a wonderful characteristic, is that it's about movies, and you just assume that we know the plot to every movie that you're putting down. So part of the game is figuring
Guessing.
out what the movie is about.
Remembering the plot. Yeah, I suppose we could Google it if we need to.
That's what makes the game great, and I I kind of have a sense for what most people out there should be familiar with.
Really good.
I'm kind of
your finger on the pulse of culture.
Yeah, I get my finger on the pulse of America.
Every movie's from 1989.
Well, I
They
don't
didn't make movies after.
Again, 3 years for RoboCop is again pretty soon, but at the same time, the whole toy soldier scenario, I don't really see that happening in the United States so much.
I'm going
that's a tough
RoboCop.
one.
I'm going RoboCop. I mean, there's no reason why some organization couldn't do that,
Right.
It's just 3 years though, and like he's
3
like,
years.
he gets like certification to be a police officer in 3 years.
I think I gotta go Toy Soldiers. Toy Soldiers like could happen tomorrow, whereas RoboCop can't.
Yeah. Mhm.
What do you say, Tim?
Yeah, I'm with you. Toy Soldiers.
Okay.
All right.
Toy Soldiers.
I guess there's something. I thought our good friend Iwan Morris would have my back on that, to reanimate a deceased individual and make them into a robot cop.
You're right. There's part of him that's reanimated, and it's part of his body. It's not his full body. He's not full robot. He's half robot, half man, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that part.
And
of
he has to remember the love of his life. It's very heart wrenching. Really pulls at the old.
I remember the hand being blown off, and I remember the very end when the bad guy gets stabbed in the neck and the blood gushes out, and that part was cool too.
Wow. That
Mhm.
movie stuck with you.
Just those two parts, honestly.
Okay.
Well, what about when the guy fell into like acid, and then he gets hit by the car and he kind of splattered everywhere?
I don't think I remember that part. No.
And then when the other police robot like shot up that office, remember that? That was easily the most violent movie I've ever at the time seen.
Yeah. You all right there,
Sorry,
Scott?
I think I'm changing one of them. I got an idea for something, so I think I'm going to change one here. Okay.
Oh boy. Let's hear it. All right. What's the next round?
Well, the next bracket is Back to the Future Part 2 or Hair.
I got to be reminded of the topic again. What would happen in 3 years? Hair?
What movies would most likely become reality within the next 3 years? So we have Back to the Future Part 2, which we have hoverboards, we have flying cars, which was supposed to happen in 2010, according to the movie, never did. But so we have flying cars, hoverboards.
Hair?
Can I read the plot for this real quick? Because I had no idea.
It's a Broadway play, right?
Yeah.
Hair?
It in New York City.
Like 70s hippie, peace, love.
In
I
New
had
York
to put
City,
one positive in there. I had to put a
for the
positive
first time while on his way to enlist in the U.S. Army during the Vietnam War. Oklahoma farmhander Claude Hooper Bukowski meets up with freewheeling group of Central Park hippies led by the irresistible George Berger. When unlikely friends meet upper class debutante Sheila Franklin, sparks fly between the country boy and the city girl, and Berger's troops attempt to keep the young lovers together. Holy shit, that sounds terrible.
So basically, though, the gist of it is the 70s hippies movement, kind of peace and love, going to come back within the next 3 years, and something like that.
What?
You said you wanted to do a positive one, and that's the one you thought. There's so many other. There's no other positive movie. It's not even. It was a stage play.
Can we veto this?
Up with a positive one. What was I going to say? Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
There are more realistic movies than either of those or any of these that we've talked about.
How could
major speed bump here.
The hippies movement happened in the 70s?
Hair. I'm going to go with Hair. I
think it happened again.
I think it's
going to
happen again. Yeah, flying cars in 3 years. I don't see that happening that soon.
They've already started producing them. There's already a company that's making them.
Well, then maybe that would more likely happen than a whole peace movement. Unfortunately, hate to say it, but
I'm still doing hair. What's yours? And I
I'm
want
gonna
hair
go
to
with
win.
hair just to be optimistic.
Yes. I want hair to win this category.
Although the tying your own sneakers would be really cool, like sneakers that can tie themselves, like Marty
It's
McFly had.
the sports almanac for me.
There you go.
Oh,
Give me that sports almanac. I'll be making bets. Oh, that'd be so fun.
but then you would need the time traveling DeLorean to be able to profit off it, though.
That's true.
Okay, but can I get it now? If I get it now, it gives me the results for
No.
years. I don't have to go anywhere. I just have to be given this book, right? I
No,
know
no.
Biff went into the machine, but all right, let's skip it. All right, hair one.
Okay.
I like how
Okay.
how you chose part 2 too, and not 1 or 3.
Yeah.
Well, it's because we're not going to go back to the 50s, like in the next 3 years, most likely. Okay. So this is the one where I changed one of them and replaced it. Okay. So we have Contagion. Movie Contagion.
Yeah.
Okay. Or Toxic Avenger.
Wow. Okay. The Contagion, which was with Matt Damon and Gwyneth Paltrow, is about a pandemic. Some could say we're living through a similar scenario right now. So I'd probably say that one over the guy who's half human and half toxic waste who kills bad guys.
That could happen. A
Going
lot of
Contagion.
toxic waste out there.
As much as I love that movie.
A lot of toxic waste out there. I actually had Star Wars, but then I changed it because Star Wars is kind of similar to some of the other things. In 3 years, Star Wars is maybe like 10, 15 years more likely. So I got rid of Star Wars. I figured Toxic Avenger more likely can happen within the next 3 years than Star Wars could. So that's why I replaced it.
Now we need a whole nother show on how you chose these. Like,
Yeah, it's a whole backstory.
It'll be a game within a game.
yeah, basically.
We'll have a bracket on that. I'm going to say, I actually meant to even put Outbreak instead of Contagion. I actually never seen Contagion, but I get the gist of it. Obviously, virus is most likely to happen again. And so, yeah, you got to go with that. And
There was a similar thing that happened this week to Outbreak. There was like a monkey escaped in a car accident and then I believe bit someone. And then that person was experiencing symptoms. I don't think I read too deep into it beyond that, but it sounded like exactly like Outbreak.
So they're still blaming things on monkeys? Is that what the media is doing? Still blaming things on the poor monkeys?
Holy shit, Scott.
Yeah. Yeah, I just went there. Just leave
When was the last
alone.
time they blamed anything on Davy Jones?
Hey. Okay, yeah, obviously Contagion over Toxic Avenger, I think. More likely, I guess. Although I'd love to see Toxic Avenger happen more than Contagion. So is that the
All right,
winner?
moving on.
Is it Contagion?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the only one that we're actually living through right now
Okay.
that you've mentioned so far.
Okay. Dawn of the Dead
Okay.
or Total Recall?
Next
Get
3
your
years?
ass to Mars.
Yes.
2 weeks.
I mean, I guess zombies, right? We're not getting to Mars
Yeah.
and living there in the next 3 years.
Really? Things are progressing pretty fast with the whole space race.
Well,
The
I mean,
whole space race? This is like the 60s?
I mean, yes, people, I think they're trying to colonize Mars, and I'm sure it will happen in the future. Now, are we talking like there's a whole thing going on Mars where, there's like some alien who's controlling people on Earth, and Arnold Schwarzenegger comes there and they're firing guns and things like that? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you just talking about someone colonizing Mars?
No, I'm talking about living on Mars, people not having access to clean air by a powerful politician who's basically controlling everything, and only giving people certain access to clean air or not, things like that is what I was going for.
Or Night of the Living Dead.
Or Dawn of the Dead. Or Night of, whatever. Zombies, basically.
I guess I'm going to have to go with zombies.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
How are zombies going to happen? How's that going to happen?
How's the other scenario going to happen?
I think it's more likely than zombies. I'll tell you that.
There's some science about zombie beetles.
Yeah.
I believe some other kind of organisms as well, like ants and things like that, who can come back to life. Who the hell knows, man?
I'm going Total Recall. That's my vote.
Okay.
What do you guys pick? Zombies?
Oh my God, zombies.
Yes, zombies in the next 3 years. That's the reason.
Okay. I see the other scenario more likely to happen, but that's just me. Okay. Mad Max. Okay. You got the Mad Max now. Or Escape from New York. Ooh.
Whew, that's a good one.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
That's the last bracket of the first round, too, by the way.
As much as I love Mad Max, which is a post-apocalyptic epic with Mel Gibson, it's, I don't know. Yeah. Versus Escape from New York, also sort of post-apocalyptic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got the plot here.
Rescue the president. Oh, yeah.
In 97, a major, and this movie was made before 1997, 81, but it's set in the future. In 1997, a major war between the US and the Soviet Union is concluding, and the entire island of Manhattan has been converted into a giant maximum security prison. When Air Force One is hijacked and crashes into the island, the president is taken hostage by a group of inmates. Snake Plissken, played by Kurt Russell, is a former Special Forces soldier turned criminal and is recruited to retrieve the president in exchange for his own freedom. Classic story. Definitely that one.
And Mad Max is what? It's basically kind of every anarchy, basically, is Mad Max, kind of like anarchy.
Yeah, I mean, you got like the motorcycle gangs, you have the police force that operate outside the lines of, ethics. God, might I say that the Escape from New York also featured Donald Pleasance as the American president, inexplicably speaking with a British accent, which is always amusing to me. I gotta go. It's almost equal playing field for me on that. I mean, in Mad Max, everything kind of turns feral. There's no law.
I'm going to go with Mad Max because there's a lot of things in Escape from New York that have to seems like there's a lot more that would have to happen for that scenario. Whereas Mad Max could just, it could happen a lot quicker, I think, than the Escape from New York scenario.
It's a smaller storyline, right? Mad Max, it's really it's set in a specific area. Escape from New York, basically that plot line would have to take over the world in a sense. Everyone would all eyes on that. However, instead of less law in the future, I could see more law, more likely. So I don't know. I'm really split on this one too.
I think you kind of convinced me there. I don't see a major American city being turned into a prison. I think even though there would probably be more law, I don't see shutting down the economy of a major American city just to convert it to a prison, even though a prison would make a ton of money. But I don't see and I think that's my determining factor for it. I'm going to go with Mad Max. Okay. And if that does happen, you all know that my Mini Cooper, I'm stripping the paint off of it, painting it primer black. I'm attaching a freight train front to it, and I'm going to put spikes all around it.
Nice.
And we're going to nickname it the Hedgehog.
You've thought this out.
You call it Sonic.
It's called just the Hedgehog.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, next round we have Independence Day or Broken Arrow.
I'll go with Broken Arrow. Again, it's a little more grounded. It doesn't require angry aliens attacking this world, this planet. Just a terrorist, a domestic terrorist.
Yeah. Okay. I could. That's a tough one. Yeah, it seems like it seems like it would be easier for that scenario to happen than the Independence Day scenario. Like someone could just be working for the military and turn on the government, become, they're domestic terrorists, whatever, steal the warheads. Yeah. Independence Day, hopefully that wouldn't happen either. But yeah, I'll go Broken Arrow.
Yeah, I'm on board with Broken Arrow too.
Okay.
Could have a sleeper champion here.
What's more terrifying?
Yeah.
Like, what's more terrifying for those scenarios? I think Independence Day is a little more terrifying.
Yeah,
just because of the unknown. Yeah. Okay, Close Encounters of the Third Kind or Toy Soldiers?
Wow. Okay, now we're getting into it. This is a good one now.
Yeah.
So it's like sort of peaceful aliens abducting Richard Dreyfuss, or international terrorists sort of taking hostages at a boarding school.
Yeah.
The hostage thing angle is kind of a far-fetched part of that movie. Now that we broke it down a little bit, especially today, it just seems unlikely. Maybe back then it was more likely. I mean, I guess that there was precedent for hostage crisis, maybe more so back then. Yeah, give me third Close Encounters.
Well, I feel like that's plausible, the Close Encounters, but I don't know if it's going to go down like that, like in that movie. I feel like it's going to happen. It could happen in a different way.
Yeah. How do we know it hasn't already?
I know, exactly. Like it's going on now. So is it going to happen where the media is covering it and there's that scenario like in that movie? I don't know if that's how it's going to go down. If it does, I don't think we're going to hear about that, unless it happens to one of us. So I'm going to say Toy Soldiers. I'm going to go Toy Soldiers on this one.
Okay. This is the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I know. What was the plot of Toy Soldiers again? Invade, like someone's taken hostage?
Yeah, let me look this up real quick.
Basically, they take over the boarding school that Sean Astin's at, and they try to find one student whose father's like well-connected or something.
Yeah.
And they want like, I don't know if they want like a prisoner released from somewhere, or they're looking for money, something like that.
Let me read the premise here. Colombian terrorist Luis Cali takes an American prep school hostage as a means of gaining his drug lord father's freedom.
Okay, yeah.
Privileged yet rebellious students Joey, Will Wheaton, Billy, Sean Astin, Snuffy, Keith Coogan, and Hank, T.E. Russell, find that they are better equipped to deal with the threat than the mostly ineffectual government agencies sent to rescue them. With resourceful Billy as their leader, the students struggle to defeat the terrorists to save the school. There's so much training for like shooters in school today. Like the hostages wouldn't people entering like that. I feel like a hostage situation would not last too long, but a real scenario could happen where students rebel, and attack those people. That's very likely.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with that. I'm gonna have to go with Toy Soldiers on this one, and it just feels more realistic in the old noggin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's weird about it? What's weird about it is it seems the prep school seems completely random then. So he's so someone takes these kids hostage, or the school hostage, as a mean of gaining his drug lord father's freedom from like prison, not anything to do with the school.
Well, I think one of the students' dad has like political power in order to get that release to happen or something, I think like that. I think that's why they chose that school.
All right.
But yeah, and I think Close Encounters, like you said, could be going on now and stuff, and it's going to be a little more not as in the public view, kind of how that movie is. But okay, we have Hair or Contagion.
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 Should I have picked Outbreak instead of Contagion? Little feedback.
Could you have?
Sure.
I meant to pick Outbreak. I actually never seen Contagion. I saw Outbreak a long time ago. Is Contagion a good movie?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I didn't see
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Maybe we should go with Outbreak then. Okay, either way, it's advancing. We'll just put Virus movie.
Virus movie.
Okay. Okay, so now we have
We're down to
zombie
5
movies
people
such
watching
as-
on YouTube.
We have zombie movies such as Dawn of the Dead or Night of the Living Dead, or against Mad Max.
Mad Max.
Mad Max.
What was it versus?
The
Dawn of the
zombie
Dead.
movie versus Mad Max.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess Mad Max.
You don't seem fully convinced, Tim. Do you think the zombies are going to come out sometime in the near future?
Once again, there's some science that could point to that.
Oh, science.
In different
Science.
in different organisms.
Hmm.
Yep. Once you look it up, the zombie beetle.
I wouldn't
That's
put all your
something
faith in science. I wouldn't put all your faith in science. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I have never gotten kicked out of a dentist's office.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Final four. Final four.
All right.
Okay.
I gotta
Broken
buy a
Arrow.
snowblower at 4:30. So let's get this going.
Broken Arrow or Toy Soldiers? Ooh.
Broken Arrow.
Yeah. Oof. I mean, how hard would it be to steal a nuclear warhead, though? I feel like that would be difficult.
If you're on the inside, though, was he on the inside? Like, was he on the inside there?
I don't remember. I think he was some kind of like former military who got radicalized or went rogue. So maybe,
I'm going to say Toy Soldiers is probably more likely to, a little easier to pull off, I think. More likely.
I mean, we know there are going to be, unfortunately, we know there are going to be incidents at schools, so that is a very sad thing, a sad fact. Sorry to bring us down here on a Friday.
But that's a different scenario. That's like a school.
Not necessarily. No, I mean, it also depends what details of these movies you decide to take with you when you make your decision. Like, are we talking like, does it have to be a Colombian terrorist?
No. Terrorist organization taking over a school for whatever reason, ransom or to hostage scenario. They want something basically.
Well, now that we're generalizing it a little bit more, I think I would go with Toy Soldiers again. If we're generalizing it, not being so specific about it.
Well, like, I don't think they have to be Colombian. Then that's really,
Right. It's just hard to tell where to draw the line.
It's all in my mind. It's all in my
I know,
mind. People
I
should
know.
be reading my
Very,
mind.
very fuzzy line.
Shit. I'll go Toy Soldiers.
I can't believe Toy Soldiers is going to win.
Toy Soldiers.
What a random movie.
So
Actually,
random.
Sean
Look at
Astin
Sean
paid me to
Astin.
plug it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty good movie.
Okay. Contagion or Outbreak, virus movie, or Mad Max? Tougher side of the
Virus
bracket.
movie.
Tougher side of the bracket. This side.
Contagion.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I
It's
would
about an
say
out of
Mad
control
Max.
virus.
I would say Mad Max, but 3 years might be a little soon for it.
The reason why something like Mad Max would happen is because an out of control virus destroyed the sane population.
That's a valid point.
Yeah.
Point. Okay. All right. I'll
Also,
go
I
with the
can't get
virus.
over the fact that the terrorist in Toy Soldiers is still wearing a shirt tucked in. Like, you'd think at that point, and like
It's pretty high pants too.
pretty high pants. And I mean, they've been fighting with weapons and running all over the place, and he still has his button-up shirt tucked in.
Are those Z Cavaricis?
I don't believe they're Z Cavaricis.
Okay. Maybe I should have left a virus movie out of the bracket since it's happening now.
Yeah, probably. Maybe you should
I
have
might have been a
chosen
little
some-
off my game on this one. Okay. So, okay, fine. Virus movie, I guess. Okay.
Virus movie versus toy soldiers. Is this the
Yeah.
finals?
Wow.
Well, it's always, I feel like it's always worth it once we get to this point, you know,
Yeah.
through the frustrations.
Really should have thought about, since there is a current virus happening, most likely it will happen again within the next 3 years.
I mean, does it have to happen again? Can we just say that's what we're living in right now? That's more likely. I mean,
I guess what I had in my mind was that a virus movie like that's going to wipe out like most of the like really cause some huge damage where a Mad Max scenario can happen.
oh, because COVID hasn't really caused any damage.
No, I mean,
Hasn't really killed as many people as it could.
you know, where it turns into like lawlessness and things like that, and when you know what I mean, like when it, you know, obviously,
Were
Again,
you just imagining that happens in Contagion then?
yeah, because I never seen it, so I forgot. I don't know.
I've seen some of it. It's you know, it very much takes place in this world, you know.
Okay.
I believe it opens in a movie theater where people are coughing.
Okay.
Gwyneth Paltrow is one of the first people to get this
Thank
virus.
goodness.
Matt Damon's her husband. You know, there's some relationship drama.
It's different than Outbreak, a little different than Outbreak then.
Yeah, definitely starts that way. I mean, they all start kind of contained and then they get bigger as they
Right.
go, like just like the real.
So that's what I was
virus
getting at, like something bigger than even what we're going through now, even more devastation.
happened. It's hard. It's really
Yes.
hard to imagine.
Yes, because what's going to happen are the aforementioned glaciers that you said are melting. They have millions of viruses that are stored up in there. Wait
Like
for
the
that.
thing. That could have been a good one to put in there, the thing.
The thing
So what
won
is
one
it,
of
Toy
these
Soldiers or Toy Soldiers? Should we just make Toy Soldiers win just for the heck of it?
brackets. Okay, just for the for the heck of it.
Going
Yeah,
toy soldiers.
definitely.
Okay, Toy Soldiers. Great movie,
Oh
by
my
the way.
God.
Check it out, everyone.
Very obscure movie. You can rent it for $2.99 on Vudu.
Although Taps is a good one too. If you're going to get into the whole boarding school, thing,
Yeah.
Taps, another good one.
Great performance by Tom Cruise in that. He goes
Mhm.
absolutely batshit crazy.
Kevin
It's
Bacon
really
was in it too,
good
wasn't he?
actor.
Wasn't Kevin
I
Bacon
don't-
in it? Or no?
You know what? Let us know if you're going down the boarding school terrorist rabbit hole and you're watching these movies back to back. Send us an email, crawlspacepodcast@gmail.com. Interact with us. Find us on Twitter at crawlspacepod. We're on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok, for God's sake. TikTok at Crawlspace Podcast. We want to hear from you about this. We're gonna be back with more of this or that with our weird friend Scott and with another crime and culture show this Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. We've got a great guest, Lance.
We have a great guest, very exciting because she has been, let me just make sure I have the right guest here.
Sarah.
Yes.
C. Mhm.
Sarah C. Sarah Kalin is going to be joining us on our crime and culture night. She is doing these series of crime telling, like storytelling events all throughout the country. And she will be in the Boston area just after this. Well, she was supposed to have one. She was supposed to have one on Saturday, but she moved it because of the high COVID numbers. So I believe it's February. We'll let her plug it. I know they postponed it, but anyway,
Very
amazing
cool.
person, investigator, writer, entertainer. Probably could hold her own in a prep school invasion.
Mm.
Oh, I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
She'd kick Scott's ass in a prep
Oh,
school
yeah.
invasion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I get it. Do we have time for Scott Free's prophecies, or are we out of
Oh
time?
God, I got 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
One question. I'll take one question from the audience. Scott Free's prophecies. What do you want to know? Keep it general, though. Don't make it specific to yourself. Keep it very general.
As Sam in the
Cosmic.
chat room says, Australia was a prison, though. making the argument for escape from New York. Fair
Australia
point.
is a current prison.
I mean, that was a long time ago.
See,
fair.
yes.
Australia is a prison.
But good point. Good point.
Good point. Yep.
Well, Australian is on lockdown, like a prison right now. So
you could say
All
we're
right,
all in our own personal prisons.
All right, Djokovic.
anyone else? Any questions, General? Take your money out of the stock market?
Am I going to get a snowblower today?
I would say, actually, yeah, I guess you are.
Yeah, I'm getting a snowblower.
Yeah, I was going to say no, but I think you are going to get one.
Is it an electric snowblower? Because I'm not dealing with a gas-powered snowblower.
Yeah, no, go battery operated.
Yeah, battery. That's what I kind of meant. Yeah, battery.
Yeah, D-cell. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just making stuff up.
This has been fun. I feel like we need to wrap it up again.
Yeah.
Tuesday. This Tuesday.
Yes.
This Tuesday,
February
the
1st. Mm-hmm. February 1st, 9 p.m. Eastern. Sarah Kayleen is coming on with us. Crime and Culture. Watch us right here on YouTube, youtube.com/crawlspace, or check us out on Twitter, twitter.com/crawlspacepod, and you'll find our show there, our live show.
Make sure to keep that button-up shirt tucked in.
Thanks for having me on. Thanks for joining, everyone.
Thank you.
It's going to be my new sign-off.